Oh yeah, is it time for a watch party? Is it Tuesday already? Is it almost 9 o'clock on a Tuesday already? We got episode 7 of The Acolyte in just 15 minutes. So without further ado, throw your craziest, and I mean craziest, predictions for this 7th episode in the chat because we only have 15 minutes. That's it until this show airs and we get to watch yet another episode of this fan-freaking-tastic show. And I can't wait, and I'm sure you can't wait either. But we're getting flashbacks. We're getting Kelnacca, a Wookiee Jedi, in action. And we're going to finally get the truth of what happened 16 years ago on Brendock. For real this time. Not just episode 3 where we got Osha's perspective. We're getting what actually happened tonight. We might even see some backstory of what happened with Qimir, whether he was there or not, and maybe get to see who his actual former master was, and whether or not it was Vernestra Rowe, which I think it definitely is. But we'll talk about that too. But we have now 14 minutes until showtime, so throw your craziest prediction for this episode in the chat right now. And if you have not yet, smash a freaking like on the stream. But let me say hi to everybody in the chat. What's up, chat? How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday evening, I guess? Afternoon? Evening. Sure. Whatever time it is. UV Clips, what's up? Tony, how we doing? Other Tony, how we doing? Brandon, what is up? Razor T, how we doing? Ian, what is up? Fearless in the house. Harrison, what's up? Tiffany, how we doing? Brady, what is up? Starchip 66 in the house. Adam, what is up? Lobo, how we doing? John Groom, what is up? Alan, what is up? B-Man, Mandalorian Legion, Shadow King, Tony. Randall Perk, if I missed you, I apologize. Just yell at me in the chat. You know the deal. Throw in your craziest predictions for this 7th episode. This is the second to last episode. I don't think we realized that. This is the second to last episode. This is the second to last watch party we'll ever be doing. This is the second to last time we'll be getting hyped up for an Acolyte episode until probably season 2. But this is it. We are in the home stretch here with only 2 episodes left. A lot, and I mean a lot, of unanswered questions that need to be answered tonight and next Tuesday. And that's it. We're running out of time here. But throw in your craziest predictions in the chat right now and smash a freaking like in the stream. How do we only have that many likes in the stream? What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Where was I? Okay, here we go. Randall says, Soul is going to turn being framed. He's going to turn being framed for something that he didn't do, but guilty for something that he did years ago. Do you think the Jedi are going to frame Master Soul? Cow Edits, what's up?
Hello there.
Chase, I appreciate that. I love your videos, dude. I don't know if that makes sense, but yes. Thank you. Brady says, the day to see why Soul is trying to redeem himself is here. That is true. Today is the day. We will finally get to see what the hell Soul did all those years ago and why all these other Jedi, like Master Torben, are literally killing themselves because of what they did. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, where was I? Alan says, I think there's going to be plenty of surprises. I think there's a lot of twists and turns still coming, I think. But I mean, we've already gotten so many. I'm sure there's more on the way, for sure. Evening all from the Dominican. What's up, John Groom? How we doing? What's up, John? Brady says, I think we will learn why Soul is trying to redeem himself. I want to know why he's trying to do it by himself. Like Vernestra Rowe's on her way with help, and he's like, nah, I got this. And he blasts off into hyperspace by himself. Like, why? Yes, he's the only remaining member of those 4 Jedi that were on Brendock, so he's the only one left who knows what's going on. Indara's dead. Kelnacca's dead. Torben's dead. And Soul's the only one left. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah. A bunch of crybabies are... Oh, here's a prediction for tonight. A bunch of crybabies are going to get upset about a little small things and will make a lot of noise about something silly. And again, they will cry that Star Wars is dead. ... Again. Yeah. Moving on. I think we will find out wait, I think we'll find out that it was all just an accident and we'll all be blaming one another. I think it will be a lot of finger pointing. I think Qimir will be pointing fingers at Sol, and Sol will be pointing fingers at the witches, and the witches will be pointing fingers at everybody else. I think it'll be a lot of finger pointing for sure. It'll be like the Spider-Man meme, you know, when they're all sitting there pointing at each other. They're like, but they're all Spider-Man. So hopefully they get dressed up as Spider-Man. Oh, okay. So as Fearless says something about her internet here, I just want to warn you guys, before I started the stream, I had to update my Disney Plus, so we have 9 minutes until showtime. If you want to go do that, if you have an update on Disney Plus, go do that now. Go do that now. Okay. Tiffany, what's up? Are we getting Flashback Strike Back tonight? I think we are. Let's actually put up a poll. Let's put up a poll before we start, before the episode comes out, so we can kind of give our final prediction. Do you think Sol is in the wrong? Do you think it will be revealed in tonight's episode that Sol is in the wrong, meaning he is wrong? What he did 16 years ago with the other Jedi is wrong. Not from a certain point of view, but from every point of view. It's just wrong. From the good guys, from the bad guys. What Indara, Kelnacca, Torben, and Sol did to these witches is wrong. What do we think? What do we think? Okay, let me, oh, what the hell? Something just flew into my eye. Ah, I'm being attacked! What do they do in Thor? Send help? Should I just be like, send help! Okay, where was I? Tony says, did Sol do something forgivable? Did Sol do something forgivable? I don't know. Is killing her entire family forgivable? That's my question to you. Is killing Osha and May's entire family forgivable? We're about to find out. Tenebris is going to show up and kill everybody. Is that what you meant? RC, what's up? Tenebris is going to show up and kill everybody. I don't know about everybody, but he might show up and he might kill some people. Phantom Gannon, what's up, says, I think we will learn a lot more about Indara tonight. Interesting. Yes, Indara will be in tonight's episode. Okay, I have a few scenes that I want to show you guys that we haven't seen yet from the trailers. I pulled up before the stream started. So obviously there's this one. It's a big one. Wait, hang on. Schnikes, hang on. Wait a second. I got to put this over there, put this over here, put that over there. Okay, better. All right. So this, obviously we haven't seen. We watched this a million times. Kelnacca with his eyes blacked out, meaning he's possessed by witches. We're going to be getting to see this tonight. Let that sink in. Kelnacca in action, live action Wookiee in action tonight. Fighting Torben and fighting Sol. We've seen that, but there's another few scenes here.
Of the dark side, an acolyte.
We haven't seen this yet. We've seen the witches, but we didn't see them all with their eyes blacked out, creepily swaying back and forth. So, what the balls? What is this? I think we'll be seeing this tonight, but I don't know what it means, and we're going to find out.
I didn't do it!
And then, of course, this ice/glass ring around the planet, that will hopefully be maybe tonight, maybe next week. Don't know. And then Kelnacca using force push on Torben.
Believe me!
Storm.
And that's about it. So that is that. And then this. Torben's head being squashed by a Wookiee hand and his eyes being all scratched up. Sol using the force really hard with both his gloved hands. Creepy. Don't know what he's doing, but we'll figure it out. And then again, that they always show this right after the flashbacks, which means it could maybe be involved in the flashbacks. I don't know, but we'll find out. Torben is hot. What? Really? Okay. Moving on. And then there's this.
Who's next?
This is a fight that...
Has this already happened? Can somebody inform me if this has already happened? I don't remember if this was in episode 3 or not. When Indara says this is a fight you will not win. Did that already happen in episode 3? Chat, help me out. But if it hasn't, then this is pretty... It hasn't happened yet? Okay, so Indara is literally telling Sol this is a fight you will not win. We're going to be spending a lot of time with the Jedi. Okay, That's an astounding no. Okay, that means we're going to be getting actually a lot of time with Indara, Sol, Kelnacca, and Torben before they actually go in and save the day. So this could actually be an indication that tonight's episode might be full flashbacks, just like episode 3 was full flashbacks. Meaning we won't really get much of what's happening in the current day. It'll be just straight flashbacks, which is interesting. So keep that in mind.
A fight that you will not win.
We get a better look than we've ever seen before of this ring that they're going into, a ring around the planet. You see the moon over there. That's pretty cool.
Let me bring her in.
I didn't do it.
And then I think we've already seen all that. Laser whip. Yeah. So that's a lot. I mean, it's not really a lot, but it is a lot with only 2 episodes left. To have all that footage, that's pretty wild. We do have 4 minutes left until this show is out. By the way, 60% of you say yes, Sol will be in the wrong after we find out what happened with the Jedi tonight. That's pretty wild. Okay, where was I? Sol, what's up, says flashback episodes. The last 15 minutes will be present day, seeing what, setting up the finale. I could see something like that, but honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards it being almost all flashbacks, if not all flashbacks, because episode 3 was all flashbacks, and I don't know if they're going to change things up, you know? Yeah, I know? All right, here's something funny. Waken just said in the chat, no one likes the last trilogy, right? I'm not the biggest fan of the last trilogy, I must say. I do like The Force Awakens quite a bit. But to say, like, that nobody liked it is just wrong. And I know personally a lot of you guys in the chat, because you guys joined the Discord and we've had plenty of conversations before, but I know a lot of you actually do like some of those movies. Some people actually saying that The Last Jedi is their favorite movie. And that's just like, you know, who cares? That doesn't offend me at all as a person. That doesn't affect me in my daily life. Life? Easy for me to say. Okay, but just a thing there. Okay, out there theory, but I think by killing one of the witches, they all die. What? Because they're connected by the power of many, as we see in the black eyes in the trailer. So you think they all have to use their abilities to power up Kelnacca to fight against the other Jedi, so that they're all kind of connected, and only one of them have to die? Darth Basil, nice. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Revenge of the Sith. Number 2 is probably Empire. Number 3 is probably either Return of the Jedi or Rogue One. I'm really high up on Rogue One. But definitely Revenge of the Sith, and it's not even close. Kind of close, but not even close. Mandalorian Legion says, did you see the news that confirms a new animated show is in production? Yes, we talked about that earlier on in the live stream we had earlier. But yes, I did see that. Indeed, I did. Star Wars Stu with the first ever super chat. Star Wars Stu, one of the OGs around the channel. I appreciate that. Star Wars Stu says, what are your predictions for tonight's episode? I think fully flashbacks. From start to finish, flashback. We're going to get to see what's up with the Jedi, why they're on Brendock, why they have to kill the witches, how the witches die, get to see this awesome fight sequence between the Jedi in themselves and the Jedi in the witches. We're going to get to see Mother Anisea again. As much as people didn't like the witches episode, the actress who plays Mother Anisea in the witches themselves, Mother Coral, was great. So we're going to get to see those characters again, which is fun. We're also going to get to see Indara again, and Torben, who died in the first 2 episodes. So Carrie-Anne Moss, who's this big-time actress, she dies in the opening scene. So we're going to get to see more of her, which is awesome. So I'm expecting a lot of flashbacks, for sure. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Let me, so here's how the watch parties work for those of you who are new around here. So what happens here is I will put, what the hell? I will put a timer up on the screen that looks like this. And then we'll press play together. It looks like this. And we'll let it run. I can't show the screen, obviously, because of copyright reasons. I mean, it just makes sense. But we'll watch it all together, and we will react. We'll go, and we'll go, we won't do that. But, you know, we'll give some funny commentary in the whole gist. You get it. So I have to change my headset so I can hear the show and not you guys. But, oh my God, it's 9 o'clock. Okay. Remain calm. Let's see. Is it out? Where is the out? There it is. Let's see. Is the leaked title correct? It's not. All right. Choice. And it's 44 minutes. It's got Kelnacca. Okay. The bitter truth is revealed. Here we go. All right. We're going to press play together. We're going to press play together. And we are not skipping any recaps, okay? All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't skip the recap. I want to be a Jedi. That's going to be important. This is some current day stuff. My name is... I think we're all going to listen, Soul. I think we're all going to listen. That's my intro for the Star Wars thing, you know? Can you narrate for us who are not watching? No. No, I could not do that. Brendock, okay. 16 years earlier. I think the entire episode might be here. Is that the Ghostbusters thing? It looked like it, didn't it? Torben looks young. What are they looking for? Buried treasure? Huh. Huh. That's a crazy explanation, actually. That's big. The witches are the ones who created life on this planet. It's also direct reference to the Starlight Beacon. Odd. Boom, roasted. Nice. So they've been there for 7 weeks before they found them. So this is Soul's perspective. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Oh. Oh. He's going to go spy on him. I knew it was Soul climbing that wall. Nice. Now that's a good opening. Which website am I watching on? Disney Plus? So I can't open the door. I'm just going to scale the wall. Good luck with that. Soul's a madman. Wait, what the hell? Oh. Who called it? Not me. I definitely didn't call this, but I know somebody in the chat called this. Soul was the one who made a noise. He watches everything. Night Sisters. Oh. Indara knows something. Going against the council. Not good. What? Must be. It was an ominous hole, that's for sure. Not really met with open arms. Entry without a warrant. Oh. It's Vecna. What? How do they know all that? It's creepy as hell. That was crazy. She can read his entire mind. So when she does this to Kelnacca later, is she gonna be like, ah! This is creepy. Holy crap. She did all that while having a full-on conversation. Damn. Is Torben gonna tell his master what just happened? The proof that multitasking is real, exactly right. Huh. Soul's always been a very emotional Jedi, that's for sure. No, Tom, people just put it on a different screen, and then we just, community. That's true, Harrison. Ooh, this is maze training sequence. We didn't get to see this, or test, whatever. Jeez. Is that a Wampa? It is. How's she gonna know what a Wampa is anyway? A Lothcat. It's a Gog droid. She kills her in 16 years. Lead the coven. Huh. What? Everyone must be sacrificed? Is that what you just said? Dara sensed something. Uh-oh, defying the council. Oh, shit. They have the exact same. This is our ticket home. Oh, my. Interesting. With the council. What? Coral started it. We knew that. It's Torben time. Got a point there. Huh. Coral's starting a freaking revolution. Huh. Thanks, Melvin. Appreciate you. Flashbacks for sure. It is Mother Coral's children, too. Just try to put it out immediately. Well, that didn't work. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate you. Exactly, Inferno. This is not how I thought this was going to go down. Answers. Don't you know it? Oh, man. What the? What was that? Get him, Torben, get him. Oh. Why is he not fighting back? He has his lightsaber in his hand. What is he doing? Uh-oh. Here comes Zendara. What is that? What are they doing? They're all gone? What is happening? Uh-oh. What the? Damn. Oh shit. What? That killed them? Where's Coral? That's the truth. Soul chose? No. Well, that'll do it. Damn, Soul. Damn, Soul. Damn, he's beat up. Nothing. Oh. Which is what, Ndara? They're lying to the Jedi Council. Damn, they lied straight to the Jedi Council for 16 years. It was Soul all along. May started the fire. Oof. Wow. No present day stuff. Credits. Wow. All right. That's it. One episode left. If you're just coming in now, let's rank this episode out of 10. Where are we at, chat? Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let me change my headset real quick. Let me do this, do that, do this, and do that. Rank that episode out of 10. What do we think, chat? What do we think? What did we think about that? Episode 7 of The Acolyte. Rank it out of 10 in the chat. Let's actually put up a poll here. Actually, let's end this timer really quickly. Pause. Get rid of it. Boom. Gone. Okay. Where are we at with episode 7 of The Acolyte Show? 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 0. What the hell? 8 out of 10. Negative 10? What the? 9, 9, 7.3, 9, 8, 8.5, 8, 8, 9, 9 out of 7, 9, 8, 9 out of 10. It wouldn't be that if it wasn't for the third episode. That's the truth. Okay, I'm going to end this former poll before. That says, was Soul in the wrong here? And 55% of you said yes, and 55% of you were clearly right because this was all Soul's fault. Okay, what did you think of The Acolyte episode 7? Here are your options. Did you love it? Did you like it? Was it meh? Meh, I mean, it's all right. Or did you hate it? Where are we at? Honestly, again, I'm going to have to rewatch it and rewatch it again and rewatch it again for my breakdown video. Right off the bat, my big thing is, was it better than last week's episode? I think it was. I think it was. Last week's episode was a very sort of informative episode, so to speak. Although there was a lot of cool stuff going on there, I actually think it was better than last week's episode. I'm around an 8.5 on this one. Maybe closer to a 9. This episode was incredible. The fight sequence, of course, at the end was cool. We knew it was going to be cool. Kelnacca, Wookiee Jedi in action, awesome. But it's more so the first half of the episode, the explanation from the Jedi's perspective and the witches of what's actually going on here, not from just Osha's perspective like we got in episode 3. And we got a lot of information about just not only this show itself, but just Star Wars in general. The vergences in the Force, the whole Starlight Beacon thing that happened 100 years ago, in the aftermath of that, a direct reference to the High Republic novels, was pretty cool. But it was the Torben stuff, the witches stuff that we thought we were going to get in episode 3, and we didn't really. This was like real cool witch magic, creepy witch stuff that we thought we were going to be getting throughout this whole show, and we didn't. Well, I guess now we did. When Torben has that like mental breakdown thing with Anisea in his head, that was awesome. That was awesome. And then, of course, when she comes back and takes over, my biggest thing is, why did it took all the witches to take over Kelnacca's mind? I guess because he was a trained Jedi and Torben was only a Padawan and he had an open mind and Mother Anisea could get in it. But it took the entire witches' coven to do that, and then they all died. And the Night Sisters shout out, that was cool too, because they knew about Night Sisters already. When Sol said that there was witches on these planets, Torben's first instinct was Night Sisters, and they were like, no, not Night Sisters. Kelnacca is a strong boy. That's true. He is. I mean, he's a Wookiee Jedi. That's for sure. That's for sure. If you're just now coming in now, rank this episode out of 10. If you're just now coming in, rank it out of 10. And by the way, the winning number right now is liked it, with over 34% of you guys liked the episode, and loved it is in second currently. That's great. That's fan-freaking-tastic. I would say I'm in between liked and loved. I'm in that sort of area. It wasn't my favorite episode. Still, episode 5 is the top of that list for me. But it was the flashbacks we've been waiting for. This was the flashbacks we've been waiting for. Absolutely. I mean, my one complaint, I think if I had a complaint to this episode, is that it didn't really set up the finale. It didn't. Obviously, this story that we're being told as the audience is the same story that Sol is telling May currently, and maybe even Qimir telling Osha, but maybe not. But at least Sol is telling May this story and telling the truth of what happened on Brendock 16 years ago. And we finally know the truth. And that's so messed up, and so messed up big time. But it's not just Sol. Torben messed up, Indara messed up, Kelnacca messed up. The Jedi messed up on this one. It was the Jedi's fault. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was the Jedi's fault big time. And that's crazy. That's crazy. There's no real ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Jedi are the bad guys in this scenario right now. Pretty wild. Pretty wild stuff. Pretty wild stuff. MD, I appreciate you, but, you know. Why does it bother you? Zoe! Welcome to the people who love Star Wars! Welcome to the people who love Star Wars, Zoe. I appreciate that quite a bit. Becoming a member at the Padawan level. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Let me scroll back up here so I can get, like, instant reactions here. What was with the pop music at the end credit scene? What? Was there an end credit scene? Did I miss something here? In the credits, you said? What was going on? I didn't watch the credits. Did something happen in the credits? Chase says, I wanted to learn about the way the girls were created. We got a lot of that. So they were the creation of this life on this planet, which is pretty wild. I mean, this planet was 100 years ago announced dead. The planet was announced dead. No living life on it at all. And you look at it and it's a luscious forest. And the reason it was pronounced dead 100 years ago was because of the Starlight Beacon disaster. That's from the High Republic books. There's this Starlight Beacon. Was it going through hyperspace? There was a hyperspace disaster. I know. It's been a while since I read those books. It's phase 1 of those books, so I don't really recall. But there was this big disaster where stuff was flying through hyperspace, and a lot of planets got destroyed, like absolutely annihilated. And Brendock was one of them, apparently. That's what we learned tonight. And 100 years ago, it was announced that this planet had no life on it. Fast forward to today, there's clearly a lot of life on it. Clearly, a lot of trees and witches as well. But that life came from the virgins of these twins being born 8 years ago. So that's pretty wild. And they had the exact same midichlorians, or exact same whatever they were looking at there. Pretty wild. Pretty damn wild. Oh! Trouble, hang on. Trouble on Demand, that was hard for me to find, with the first ever Super Chat. I appreciate that. $5 Hala says, it's always with the best intentions that the worst work is done. It's always with the best intentions that the worst work is done. Yes, I mean, Sol had good intentions tonight. You're absolutely right. He did. He wanted to save Osha from these witches. He thought that the two twins were in trouble. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and it didn't end very well. Yeah. Did not have Indara cooking the cult on my bingo card. Oh, you didn't? Well, that's good because she didn't. Oh, I guess she kind of did. Yeah, I guess so. She did with her mind. I get what you're saying. Indeed. Torben didn't exactly help. He didn't, but the witches got in his head, and they got in real bad. Yeah. Yeah. This was a crap fest. Worse than 3, goddamn. Like, what? What did you just watch? That's what I'm asking. Zoe says, Torben and Sol didn't mind their damn business. Keep watching Indara drop Kelnacca and all those witches was wild. That was wild. JP says, I can see why it was made to be a mystery. I don't really know what that means, but yes. Somebody mentioned earlier, how can this be a mystery? Hang on. Where was it? Where was that? Somebody said, where the hell was this? I have fake ratings. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Me, of all people, having fake ratings is quite funny. I think my ratings are just fake to you because you don't like them. Ever think of that? I forget where it was, but somebody said, wasn't this show supposed to be a mystery? Well, yeah, we just got answers to that mystery in episode 7 of an 8-episode series, so I believe this was a mystery up until this point, if I do say so myself. See, Mr. Insanity, that's your opinion, and that's okay. I'm not here to change your mind, but, like, my question to you is why are you here? You clicked on an account that's called a guy who loves Star Wars. And the community here is called the people who love Star Wars. What did you expect to see here? You know? I don't know. It's just funny to me. Just funny. Christopher says, I love this show. I love that it's not as simple as calling, as the critics are calling it, the Jedi are the bad guys. This show is about guilt. It's so human, and it blows my mind. That is true. I mean, it's not just about the good and the bad. The Jedi are technically still the good guys, but clearly they weren't tonight, murdering a bunch of witches. The Star Wars Jedi podcast, with a very, very generous $5 holla, I appreciate that quite a bit, says The Power of Two was the name of the song at the end credits. I got to go rewatch that. I didn't catch that at all. I didn't watch the credits, I guess. Yeah. Sol is what a gray Jedi should be. Sol does use a lot of emotions. I don't know if he's what a gray Jedi should be, but he's not what the Jedi think to be a Jedi. Yeah. Gatekeeping Star Wars, nice. I'm absolutely not gatekeeping Star Wars. You guys can be here if you want, but I'm just saying, shitting on the show in the chat is not doing anything to anybody's souls here. Yeah. Don Shredder says, didn't like it, but it wasn't necessarily it was necessarily a episode that filled in a gap. It did give us a lot of questions. Answers, sorry, to the questions. Indeed. I wonder why the witches just dropped down dead. I think it's because they all had to sort of power up the Kelnacca. Kelnacca's a Wookiee Jedi. It was cool to see how powerful a Wookiee Jedi can be. Obviously, he was about to go kill Torben. Barely survived. About to go kill Sol. Barely survived. Needed Indara to come in and save the day. It was great. Exotic Carfax says, best episode so far. Not to me, but if you think that's fan-frickin-tastic. Not to me. I'd say it's probably my third favorite episode. Yeah, probably my third favorite episode so far. I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch it again. Give it my second sort of go-around, you know? This sucks. You could tell this guy, me, thanks a lot, is trying to fill in the space for fans. Wait, that just went away. Hang on. I want to read that. I want to read it. I like to read a negative one every once in a while. Where was it? Where was that? Oh, this sucks. You can tell that this guy is just trying to fill the space for fans who enjoy it. This show is objectively bad. Again, you just said a subjective statement by using the word objectively. I don't know. I talk to hundreds of Star Wars fans every week who love this show. I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying this is the greatest show to ever exist, because it's not. I don't think it is. I don't think it's anywhere near the level of Ahsoka or The Mandalorian, but I'm enjoying it. Is that too hard to ask? Is it too hard to fathom? You know? I'm not trying to fill any spaces. I'm trying to just dissect the episode that happened tonight. Crazy. The thing is, from their limited information from the limited information position that they had, they made the right decision. Having the information that we watched, we know that the Jedi made the wrong decision. Very nicely done. That's true. We, as the audience, knew a lot more information than the Jedi did in this episode, so it looked like every move they made was the wrong one. But to them, it was kind of the only move. At least to Soul, who felt this connection to Osha, that was the right move. I don't know. It was crazy. It's so cool to kind of get that side of the Jedi where they think they're doing the right thing, and it's not. Episode 3 was so important now, even though a lot of people hated on it, because you got that side of things. You felt a connection to Mother Anisea, to Osha, to May, and you felt bad for them. Fast forward to episode 7, where you watch them all die, and you see the Jedi being sort of the bad guys. You have that connection to those characters. It's pretty cool. And sort of the foreshadowing, when Indara and May have that sort of conversation, and that eventually leads to May killing Indara 16 years later. Pretty wild. Pretty wild, if I do say so myself. So good, such an emotional reveal. Glad that you liked it, Scott. Glad that you liked it. Mando United says, so much going on, I need to watch it again already. LOL. I know, there was a lot going on in that. And a lot of sort of little details that were either a callback to earlier in this episode, earlier in this season, or a callback to like something in the High Republic books, like again the Starlight Beacon Crisis, which is pretty wild. The conversations around the High Council are weird in this series, like so much so that they don't even trust the High Council to make decisions, which is wild. Yeah. So the fire did destroy the facility. I mean, probably eventually, the fire probably just kept on growing. I think we're still going back to Brendock, so I don't think it fully destroyed the facility, but it definitely didn't help. The fire is the thing that blew up the place, I guess. The fortress is what the word I was looking for. Fortress is the word I was looking for. Oh, I am B-Sauce with a very generous $2 holla says, thanks for not being a hater. Honestly, it's not that hard. I just like to enjoy Star Wars. I don't know. But I appreciate it quite a bit. I really do. I really, really do. Oh, damn it. All my chats went away. All right, hang on. Where was I? I love this show. It's not so much as Ahsoka, but it's a thing of opinion. Oh, it's a thing of opinions. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody has their own opinion on this show. I'm not here to change your mind. If you don't like the show, I'm not here to make you think it's good. If you do like the show, I'm not here to tell you it's bad. I'm just here to have fun watching it. I like the show for an insane amount of reasons, but I like the show. You're not going to change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. I'm just here to have fun watching it, speculating, predicting, breaking down, and having fun doing it. It's Star Wars. I don't know why this is the same spiel I have to keep going on when it comes to this show. It's no different than last year watching Ahsoka. It's no different than earlier this year watching The Bad Batch. It's no different. Yeah. It's wild. Oh, we got another member. Autumn Royal. Autumn Royal? Yeah. Autumn Royal. Welcome to the people who love Star Wars. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the people who love Star Wars. Autumn Royal. I appreciate it quite a bit at the Padawan level. All right. Where was I? Haters, so opinion doesn't matter then? What? Literally did I not just get over that spiel? Lauren says, I love this show. Love it, Lauren. Wouldn't May still think that Soul killed Mother Anisea? Yeah, no. She knows that he killed Mother Anisea. She saw that. Can we talk about that scene for a second? Mother Anisea goes to turn into some freaking vampire dust, like Dracula or some shit, and then May starts to turn to dust too. What's up with that? Brandon Baker, are you in the chat right now? Brandon, calling to you. Are you in the chat right now? Just say hi if you are. Where was I? Oh, yeah. She starts to turn to dust, too. What was going on there? What was Mother Anisea's goal in doing that? Because she was about to turn into dust, pretty much. And then Mother Coral did. So is Mother Coral still alive? Give me a 1 into the chat if you think Mother Coral's still alive. Because does that change things? We didn't see her die by any means. We saw Mother Anisea die. We saw all the other witches die. What do we think? Geez, that's a lot of ones. You think she did die? That's crazy. I don't know. But, like, why would she not die? And then what would her role be if she's still alive? Like, how would she even play into the current day stuff going on? Think has some pull over what's going on with Qimir? Is she the master? Interesting. It's all about a certain point of view. That's true, Thomas, and that's what makes this show so cool. Usually when it comes to Star Wars, with exceptions of like Andor, I guess Andor's really the only one that comes into my mind, but with the exception of Andor, usually it's a pretty clear line between who's good and who's evil. That's pretty much it. But with this show, and with Andor, there's not that clear of a line. The show is called The Acolyte, so it's sort of from the perspective of the bad guys. It's not, but it is. You feel for the characters that are the bad guys. The best character in the show right now, in my personal opinion, is Qimir. And he's the bad guy. The Jedi don't seem like good guys in this by any means. But, yeah. Confidential, great username, says, there was a person watching the first discussion between the Jedi and the witches from far away. Qimir? There was a person watching the first discussion between the Jedi and the witches from far away. Huh. I don't know. Do you have a timestamp for that, Confidential? I don't know what you're referring to, but I am intrigued to try to find it. It is better than The Mandalorian Season 3. I'd say it's about equal to Ahsoka, but like you used to say... What did I used to say? Oh, I cannot judge it until I see all the episodes. That's true. I mean, this show could absolutely flop in the finale and suck. Like, not stick the ending at all. And we'd be like, what the bleep? But it could also have an incredible finale. And then we'd be going off of episode 5 being great, episode 5 being incredible, episode 6 being great, episode 7 being great, and then having an amazing finale. If the finale is on the same level of episode 5, now you got to throw The Acolyte in the conversation. Not maybe as best show, but it's up there. It's not the top tier, but it is up there. If the finale bombs, then The Acolyte bombs. It all sort of depends on this finale big time. But yeah, absolutely. The show's not over yet. That's for damn sure. Also, while the Jedi is responsible for the deaths of the witches, May created the explosion that started the fire. So while the explosion might not have killed everybody, she was the one who caused big casualties. Yes, kind of. The fire started... Wait, hang on. Did the Jedi know about the fire before Torben goes blasting off? Because the reason that Torben and Sol go to deal with this whole thing is because the Jedi Council refused their request to bring the twins in. So again, the Jedi Council's refusing something leads to another big no. Underdog brings up a great point. Got to be longer than 40 minutes. Goddamn. I thought the episode was actually a good length this week. Was anybody thinking it was too short this week? Too short? What do we think? Because we talked about this earlier at length during the live stream. What is too short? We made a lot of that's what she said jokes, that's for sure. But what is too short? Because the common consensus seemed like 40 minutes was the limit. It was too short? Wow, everybody saying it was too short? 44 minutes is too short now? What is not too short? It needs to be 55 minutes? So is the timer just going to keep going up? My question to you is, if it is 55 minutes, if 55 minutes is the mark of too short, what happens when it's 60 minutes and the show sucks? 10 minutes more would have been good? Really? So 55 minutes or 54 minutes even, 10 minutes more, is the limit? Is that number? Because earlier it was 40. We kind of came to a consensus that it was 40. 2 hours, LOL. I know, I feel like some people just won't ever be satisfied. Not to say that you guys are those people. Honestly, I could watch Star Wars till the cows come home. So I'd love for it to be 10-hour episodes, but that's just not realistic. You know? It's a delicate balance. It really is. How long an episode should be is a very, very delicate balance, and it's hard to do. Yeah, absolutely. Always leaving you wanting more. That's a thing, too. Some of these episodes are ending on cliffhangers, and that's a big deal. Because, yes, you want more, but the reason you want more is not because the episode was too short. It's just because you want more of the story. And that's how it's supposed to be when it's a week-to-week television show. Yeah, no? Bright Fright says, you Disney Star Wars shill. Great start. Okay. Really don't care about the lore, do you? How do you support this crap breaking canon? This show sucks. Okay. Let's calm down. No need to use capital letters. First of all, this show, if you can find me any evidence at all, I didn't see any in this episode specifically, so please, I'm going to have to recheck, but maybe I'm wrong. So far in the first 6 episodes, I know for a fact. Episode 7, maybe I'm a little bit iffy on. I've only watched it once, and I was a little bit distracted. There's been no breakage of canon. Never once has this show come close to breaking Star Wars canon. So maybe episode 7 did, and I missed it. Maybe it did. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. But it didn't. And if Disney wants to pay me, hey, Disney, I'm right here. I'm your guy. If I could just like the stuff that I like and get paid for it, whew, sign me up. Absolutely. Oh, what the hell? Did you guys win the lottery or something? Sonny with a very generous $5 holla says, Soul so fucked this up. Oh, wait, what? Jesus Christ. His attachment to OSHA blinded him. And now look at it cross-eyed. Or look at him cross-eyed? I'm confused. But yes, Soul messed this up big time. His attachment to OSHA, talk about not having attachments. His attachment to OSHA caused this whole ordeal to happen. Now, OSHA didn't want to be this way. She didn't want to be a witch. She wanted to become a Jedi. But Soul's attachment to her led to all of this, which is wild. But I appreciate it, Sonny. I appreciate it. Martha J with a very generous $5 holla says, I thought the witches were knocked out at first. Didn't they die? Yeah, I thought they got knocked out too. Maybe they did. And maybe the fire just actually consumed them. Maybe that's what really happened at the end. But I think they were dead. I'm going to say they died. For sure. Is Disney paying 400 people here too? That's my question. Like, are you all being paid? Are you all Disney shills? Just feel in the room, you know? Yeah. And Christopher with a very generous $5 holla says, Mike, my man, thanks for the great channel. I'm loving this show and having some positivity around here. It's great having some positivity around here. I can't read English. My apologies, Christopher. Let me try that again. Mike, my man, thanks for having a great channel. I appreciate that, Christopher, but it's all you guys. I'm loving this show, and it's great to have some positivity around here. Guys, this isn't me. I'm not the one who's doing this. It's you guys. If it wasn't for the almost 400 of you that are here right now, we wouldn't be here. I'd just be a guy, a random dude, sitting in my nice Star Wars shirt watching a show. So it's all you guys. No. Thank you, Christopher. Sonny, again with a very generous $5 holla, what the hell, says, Mama just broke down the entire Star Wars multiverse in one line. What? I literally shit my pants. Okay, Sonny, calm down. When I read that line. What line? I got to know the line. What line? What line are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sonny, I got to know. Sonny, say it in the chat. I got to know. Oh my God. Selena with a very generous $5 holla says, I feel like Soul shouldn't feel bad about killing the mother. Who wouldn't feel threatened by her turning into black smoke? Yeah, that was creepy as hell. if it was me, I'd be like, what is she doing? Immediate lightsaber kill. Like, end that immediately. But I think what is probably hurting him more is that he didn't save May. He was there with, like, the flashback we got with Osha was that Sol just came and rescued her. That was episode 3. Episode 7 gave us this decision that Sol had to make, and he chose Osha over May. And he thought that May was going to fall to her doom. She does survive, but that's what he thought was going on there. Pretty wild. But I would do the exact same thing, Selena. Just kill the person turning into black smoke. Like, clearly something bad was going to happen there. Nothing good could have come from that, from his perspective. Yeah. Absolutely. The Wizard Cat says, my next theory is that Miss Vanestra Rowe is an evil Jedi and she will join the dark side? I don't know about that. Why would she be evil? What's the point of that? Mullen says, they don't think they are doing the right thing. I think there's a second after this, but I can't find it. They don't think they're doing the right thing. They don't think they're doing the right thing. The Jedi don't think they're doing the right thing? Is that what you're saying? I think they do. Oh my God. I am B-Sauce with a very generous $5 holla says, at 9 minutes, the witches are mind controlling something or someone in a huge pit. Could be the stranger. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. 9 minutes, you say? I think I know what you're talking about. That weird hole in the ground. I don't know what that could be. But let's find out. Oh, wait. Let me make sure the volume's off here. Oop. You said the 9 minute mark? Yeah. So the witches, this is the scene where the witches are looking over that weird hole in the ground and they're summoning something. I don't think it has anything to do with Qimir, but it definitely is not something to be sort of just looked over. That was weird. It was weird as hell. And it was important because Sol was looking at it. He clearly knew something was going on. Maybe it has something to do with the Ascension ceremony later. I'm not too sure. But good catch. It's okay to not like something, but don't be a dick about it to people that do. That's the quote of the day. Travelers, you win the quote of the day, quote of the stream. It's okay to not like something, but don't be a dick about it to people who do like it. And the same can be said the exact opposite way. It's great to like something, but don't be a dick about it to people who don't like something. Boom. Did we just solve world wars? Did we just solve everything? I think we did. it. So there you go. Just don't be a dick about anything. Whether you like it or not, just don't be a dick. Why be a dick when you can be a nice person? I think we did it. I think we just solved the world's issues. I think we did. Okay, Sonny with the, oh my God, Sonny. Mama said to Sol, Mother Anisea said to Sol, someday those noble intentions you all will have will destroy the entire, hang on. Someday those noble intentions you all have will destroy every Jedi in the galaxy. Yes, that's the line you were talking about. I do remember that. That is very true. I mean, she literally just said what happens in the prequel trilogy. She just defined all of Star Wars in one line. All these good intentions that the Jedi are having are eventually going to kill them all. And that's what happens. That's what really does happen, honestly. That's pretty cool. Indeed. It is so hot in here. I need like the AC. I need to dump this entire cup of water on my head. That's what I got. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's at 100K subs. We know that. We know that. Episode 8 has to be a Megatron bomb, or a Megaton bomb, jeez, of Sith lore coming off of this. This definitely was more of an explanation for the good guys. That's for sure. This was very focused on the Jedi. So I wonder if episode 8 will be more focused on Qimir's character, because we don't really have a backstory for Qimir. So I agree with you. We need a lot of the Sith side of the story next week for sure. Margin says, I don't understand the people that don't like new shows when they haven't even watched it. I would give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of those people and say that hopefully they have watched it and give their own opinion. But there's definitely some people who don't. And yeah, I mean, watch it and give your own opinion. Why not? Why not? What's your opinion about the fans rating Wait. What are your opinion on fans' ratings are being blocked? What do you mean being blocked? By who? To who? From who? Why who? What do you mean? Fans' ratings are being blocked? Where? Carl says the people that really want us to hate the show are coming off as creepy at this point. Move on. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, is the intention to make me not like the show? Because that's just not going to happen. I don't know why they just, like, I get voicing your opinion, that's perfectly fine, but when you're just being a dick about it, you know? You don't gotta be a dick about it. What if the real May actually died? The assassin May is Mother Fuck. That's an incredible theory. What if May died? And that might sound absolutely insane, but hang on. Let's take a second here. Hang on. Let's take a second here. When Mother Anisea was going to turn into dust, so was May. She was turning into dust. It almost was like they were going to combine their two bodies in some sort of way. Mother Coral disappears into dust, just like Mother Anisea was going to. Do you think she went and combined herself with May? That's why she's been having visions? Who's been having visions? Osha. Osha's been having the visions. No? What you talking about? Osha has the visions, yeah. No, I'm talking about May. She combines herself with May, and that's how May survives the fall. The theory was, what if May actually died in that scene and Mother Coral just took the place of her? I'm more so saying, what if the two of them combined, like Mother Anisea and May were about to, or looked like they were about to, and Mother Coral and May are the ones who combined? That would be pretty wild. A Star Wars theory. He will debate you on this lore-breaking thing? What? What? I apologize for my cold. I know I told you guys this earlier on the live stream at 2, but I do have a cold, so if I sound like I have a cold, it's because I have a cold, okay? I'm not immune to the common cold. It's really annoying, honestly. I feel my voice going away, and my nose is... I hate it. Okay, where was I? The standards of good and bad in anything... The standards of good, bad, anything, or objective. Wait, what? The standards of good or bad, anything, or objective. Otherwise, all we have is our subjective chase, and you never say anything is good or bad. Simply, it's your own opinion. That's true. I think this episode is good. That definitely doesn't make it that you think the episode is good. My words mean nothing to you. Absolutely nothing. That's okay. We're just here to have fun. You know? Never trust a Zabrak. Yeah, never trust a Zabrak. That's for damn sure. Mother Coral disappearing like that is big. She didn't die. We watched almost every other witch die. Mother Anisea die and all the other ones die. But Mother Coral didn't. She didn't. So, we'll see. Dark Sky says, hey, I'm glad I can find something you like, Mike. Oh, I'm glad you found something you like, Mike, because personally, I hate the show. I found it unentertaining. But do you know that's what's the matter. That matters to you, and I'm okay with all that. Oh, okay. I think I follow. Dark Sky, that's fantastic. You don't like the show? That's perfectly fine. I'm very glad that you are able to see that other people can like the show and respect that opinion. For sure. And we respect your opinion. Absolutely. Brett says, also, listening to the council and following their rules would have been the right choice. Yeah, you're kind of not wrong. I mean, maybe in the long haul it wouldn't be the right choice because maybe, just maybe, those two twins might have become some pretty evil forces in the galaxy, and maybe the witches would have become a problem later. But yeah, no, absolutely. The Jedi Council said to leave. Wild. and they didn't. But if they listened, none of this would have happened. Really. So you're right. Absolutely. The Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Care and Bun Fun. That is an incredible username. Let me take a double take there. The Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Care and Bun Fun says, I thought it was great. More complex than I expected. My heart felt for Soul. Yeah. Soul's making the wrong decisions here, but you feel for the guy. You absolutely do. For sure. I hope the lightsaber fight in Ahsoka stepped it up. Qimir's Jedi shish kebab is the ultimate move. I love the fighting in this show. I will agree with that. I think the fight sequence between Anakin and Ahsoka in the World Between Worlds is incredible. And the one with Baylan. The fight sequences are good in Ahsoka, but the fight sequences in Acolyte are great. There's a difference. And I would say some of the fights in Ahsoka are borderline great, like the Anakin and Ahsoka one in the World Between Worlds. And maybe even the Baylan and Ahsoka one in the episode previous to that. But I think the fight sequences in the Acolyte are great. Like, absolutely great. And it's because of the stunt choreographer. He's the same guy who did the hallway scene in Rogue One with Darth Vader, which, I mean, that speaks for itself. But yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic. Oh my God. Jiza Kai, I apologize if I mispronounced that, with a very generous $10 holler. Oh my God. Says, I think this theory that Osha and May were going to merge into one person since episode... I had this theory, about Osha and May going into one person since episode 3. That the Ascension ceremony was their convergence and their rhyme was the spell. But it was interrupted. Thoughts? That's incredible. First of all, if you had that since episode 3, it's a great theory. It would have been an insane, wild, never would have believed it theory an hour ago. But now it seems like the right theory. I think you're absolutely right. Fuck, I hate this cold. Okay. I think you're absolutely right. I think the goal was to sort of create one being. In Mother Anisea turning into dust and Coral turning into dust is probably more of an indication of that too. Yeah, that's a great theory. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Okay. Ikiru with a very generous $2 super sticker. I appreciate it. Did I miss anybody else? No. Okay, here we go. My Cotron with a very generous super chat too, but didn't say anything. You gotta say something. And Nexan with a very generous $2 holla says, we will see Coral with the dead witches. Oh, you see Coral with the dead witches at about 34:10. Okay, great. Let's check it out. 34:10. 34:10. Okay, let's see. 34:10. Soul's running. May and Osha are staring. Soul comes upon the dead bodies. I don't think that's Coral. You're saying the girl right in the middle? I don't think I can show this, can I? Oh, I can. Okay. Right there in the middle. I don't think that's Coral. It just looks like, honestly, it doesn't look like it's a Brack at all. It looks like a white human. A human species in Star Wars. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look like Coral to me. But hey, good catch. I don't think it is, though. Carson with a very generous $5 holla says, why do you think May had the markings on her, but not Osha? Well, that's because the ceremony didn't get finished, Carson. Coral got away. I think Coral did get away, which is pretty wild. But going back to what Carson said, yeah, no, May got the marking from the ceremony. Yeah, and Osha didn't get through the entire ceremony. Indeed. Wavu Grade says, came here from another Star Wars watch party. They are miserable and hated all of it. I'm glad you enjoyed it because I enjoyed it too. And I'm tired of being called a shill for it. Well, I would say you won't be called a shill here, but we did have a few people come in tonight. But usually I would say you wouldn't be called a shill here, so you found the right place. But yeah, I've heard that similar complaint. I mean, that's the reason we started this channel in the first place. There's a lot of negativity in the Star Wars fandom, and this is supposed to be a positive environment. DG says, Lucasfilm released Ki-Adi-Mundi's birthday in McDonald's Star Wars cards during the prequel era. Oh yeah, you know me. I love those McDonald's Star Wars cards. Scott H says, I feel very conflicted. I really wanted to like it, but it's not pulling me. Scott, that's completely fine. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it, you know? Jedi James says, I'm okay with it. It's not the greatest thing ever, but I always wanted more Star Wars growing up, and now I have it. Jedi fail in this one. Poor decision. Well, yeah, they've definitely failed in this one. That's for damn sure. It was awesome to get the Night Sister reference. That's true, Brent. That was amazing. That was very cool. Mando United says, it seems like Sol panicked when he saw the smoke. Oh, yeah. He definitely did. And when that explosion happened, he panicked big time. He panicked a lot in this episode. Yeah. Indeed. Gonna be interesting to see how this finishes up. That's a great point. We got one episode left, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how they finish this whole show up. That's a great point. Toby says, I like this episode, but I can't help but feel that I was expecting more since this series is only 8 episodes. Well, they're all only 8 episodes, but I get what you're saying. What I actually like about The Acolyte a lot is that there's no filler. Absolutely no filler. And that was the same thing I really liked about the Ahsoka series as well. It's one story from start to finish, episode 1 to episode 8. And that's made really clear. A lot of fans were kind of saying how episode 3 was a filler, but now, clearly with episode 7, episode 3 does not look like a filler. But the same thing happened with Ahsoka. There's no filler in there either. Mando, I think it's the best show total with 3 seasons. It does have filler episodes every once in a while. And that's sort of because Mando's built differently. It's a story, but it's kind of more of an like weekly adventure with Grogu and Mando. There's an overarching story, but it is kind of just like a weekly adventure type thing. But when it comes to The Acolyte and Ahsoka, it's just one story being told from start to finish, 8 episodes. So I do like the 8-episode arc, especially when it comes to a story like The Acolyte. But I agree. I get what you're saying. You want more because it's only 8 episodes. I fully get it. I absolutely understand. We always are wanting more. Sonny, stop. I appreciate it so much. This is insane. With another very generous $5 holla says, I bet you Coral is the mastermind behind all of this. Those theories are going to run wild. I'm definitely going to make a video about it. I think Coral is alive one way or another, whether she embodied herself in May or she is the mastermind behind all of this. She could technically be Qimir's new master. And that would explain why Qimir knows what happened. It would explain a lot about how powerful Qimir is and how he has the abilities that the witches do to get inside of people's heads and stay there. Mother Coral. She might be the key to all of it. A lot of you were saying that from day one. A lot of you were saying that from episode 3, that Coral is very important, and I think she might be now. I think she really might be. And it all comes back to that one line from Osha in episode 5, where Yord says that Qimir is getting inside of his head and staying there. And Osha says, my mother could do that too. Not Mother Anisea, but probably Mother Coral. I guess Mother Anisea too, because we saw her do that tonight. But Mother Coral could also do the same thing, I'm sure. And we might be seeing something similar here. Mother Coral teaching Qimir that ability. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Where was I? In terms of lore breaking, the EU was never technically canon in the first place. So how are they going to change Boba's backstory in Attack of the Clones, the movies, and now in TV shows too? Always took priority. Wait. Like how they changed Boba's backstory in Attack of the Clones and in movies, and now TV shows too. I mean, yeah, that's true. Boba Fett had a backstory, and then it changed in the prequel trilogy. But there's a lot of stuff that changes from the EU or Legends, Extended Universe Legends, whatever you want to call it, that isn't canon that comes into canon. Even Thrawn's story has sort of changed quite a bit from canon to Legends. A lot of that happens when you bring a character from canon to Legends. Ki-Adi-Mundi's birthday was never established in canon. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was a Legends material. Fast forward to today, it's an argument to be had. Yeah. Sol lied to Osha and told her that her sister killed her family. He's evil. I wouldn't call that evil. He's looking at a very, very, very sad 8-year-old girl in front of him. Her whole family just died. Her sister just died. At least he thinks her sister just died. What are you going to tell her? That it was the Jedi's fault? And leave this girl stranded with nobody? Nothing? That's way worse. They have to lie to this girl. Like, that's the exact thing they have to do. And it's not, I mean, they did the wrong thing, which was killing all the witches, but now they're stuck with that situation. And now they're stuck with this girl, and you can't tell the girl that they're the reasons that they killed her whole family because now she's got nobody. It is a never-ending loop, kind of. Yeah, absolutely. Wookiee power. Kelnacca was great. He was great. Obviously, he was controlled by the witches, but he was still great. Seeing a Wookiee in live action, in action, was fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah. Agreed. I loved Ahsoka character-wise and show-wise. Oh, Ahsoka's literally my favorite. It's my favorite. It just is. For so many reasons, but I'm a huge Rebels guy. You guys know this. I'm a huge Rebels guy. And it was just Rebels Season 5. It really was. Samuel says, the mother was torn to pieces when Osha was leaving, so she decided to transfer her essence into May. Mother Coral transfers her essence into May, and that's how she survives the fall. Interesting. Honestly, and I know everybody's going to hate this next thing I just said, prepare yourself for what I'm about to say. This could be an explanation. I know, hang on. As to how somehow Palpatine returned. I know. Ah!
I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. I said it. I said the thing. I won't. My fault. Very, very touchy subject. Very touchy subject. How did the generator still get destroyed this time? One electrical fire led to the seismic failure. I'm sure the fire spread, obviously, and the fire spreading to that generator. I'm sure the generator was pretty not that difficult to destroy, not that difficult to blow up. But yeah. Why hate? Don't watch it what you don't like. If only it were that simple. If only it were that simple. The mother was... Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Exotic Carfax official channel. That sounds awesome. Might have to go give that a follow. Anisea said no violence. But Qimir, or Coral? Oh, sorry, Coral. Coral told Sol, attack me. Which is where May got that line from, because Sol killed an unarmed woman. Yes and no. Sol kills Mother Anisea because he has no idea what she's doing. Technically, yeah, an unarmed woman. But then he doesn't kill Coral because that's not the Jedi way. So I think Sol was like, what have I done? Kind of had that Anakin moment, you know? Yeah, no? If you're going to argue that this show doesn't break canon, you should debate somebody on this because you're wrong. I've asked many times over again for somebody, anybody, to give any evidence of this show breaking canon. I can't find it. Trust me, I've looked. I've looked long and hard. I would so love to be wrong because everybody's yelling at me so much that this is breaking canon. I'd love to be wrong, but I can't find it. So if you can find it, please tell me. I'm not sitting here trying to convince you that it's not breaking canon. I'm just not finding it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So if it does break canon, please tell me where and I will go find it. Absolutely. Give me a timestamp. Anywhere. And I'll do it. Yes, no, maybe so. I'm not trying to argue with you guys and tell you that it's not breaking canon. How could you? I'm asking you to please show me where. Show me, please. I'm begging you. Kelnacca sabotaged the generator. Why? Generator? Why would he do that? I think the generator just exploded because it's a faulty generator, or not a faulty generator, but it's a generator, and because there was a fire, it blew up. I don't think there was really much more to that. Yeah. Seven says, I kind of agree with you, DG. You shouldn't debate Star Wars theory. He said he will debate anyone. You should debate Star Wars. I should debate Star Wars theory? I don't think he's going to want to have me on his show. The guy with 3 point whatever million subscribers. Pop Nerd says, can someone in the chat tell me how this show breaks canon? I've been asking that for weeks now. 7 weeks now. Yep. Yep. Indeed. Yeah. Shit, just scroll down to the bottom again. Okay, here we go. I may have missed it if you guys already talked about it, but I noticed 2 brief scenes that looked to me like there were Sith Lords present. Please give me a timestamp for that. I missed that. Again, I have to rewatch this episode multiple times to do this breakdown that I'm about to do. So if I catch any of that stuff, like people lingering in the background, I'll definitely put it in the breakdown video. For sure. Is Qimir on this episode? Not that we know of. I mean, maybe he was present during this stuff, but as far as we know, no. Yeah. What makes this episode bad has nothing to do with lore or anything like that. Okay, here we go. It's on the technical end. It's on the technical end. Bad writing, directing, and editing. Episode 4 and 5 were great, but this is bad filmmaking. Interesting. How? You know? That's my question to you, is how. I thought the writing was good in this episode. I thought from start to finish, you get a lot of information. Well, also, it's not just feeding you information. It's not just characters straight up saying the thing, you know? I thought it was a great story. I mean, this was my 3rd favorite episode so far. And I thought that the writing was great. I don't know. Hey, if you saw problems, please point them out to me. I love a good problem. You know me. Spicy Tuna, great name, says, this episode was a bit of a waste of time, for there's only one more episode left. And this also doesn't show how May survived. Well, maybe it did, with the possibility of Mother Coral being involved there. But I do agree with you. There's only one episode left. And we have a lot of unanswered questions that need to be answered by the end of this show. Absolutely. So we're running out of time here. Absolutely running out of time. I wouldn't say this episode was a waste of time because we did get a lot of answers, but I feel like we're running out of time. We only have one episode left with so much information to tell, so much to resolve. How is this going to end? How is this a definitive ending that the showrunner is telling us it is? Interesting. Interesting. Wow, we have, oh my God. We have 940 votes on this poll right now? What the hell? Where'd all those people go? LOL, I was a Palpatine stan, but Rise of Skywalker, throw up emoji. Could OSHA remove the... I don't know what that's supposed to say. Affect the generator in any way? Could her going through the tunnel, you're saying? I think the generator just blew up because of the fire, guys. I don't think there's much to that. Yeah. So that planet was dead and uninhabited after the warp accident. Yeah, so after the accident from 100 years ago, which is the Starlight Beacon, accident, it was left dead. The planet was destroyed with no life on it. But the witches were able to terraform the planet by using their thread of magic. Yeah. So that was the first sort of 10, 20 minutes of this episode were a lot. And they were very, very, very informative about not only this planet of Brendock, but sort of how the way the Force works itself. Talking about how this planet had no life on it, but how it does now, and how the twins actually, their creation had something to do with that. And the Force being present on this planet is what allows the life to grow, the life to live, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty damn cool. Sonny with another $5 holla. Oh my God. Says, Mike, I've given up on theories thanks to the Bad Batch. We all know what we went through with Tech and the Clone Assassin. Yes, we do. Tonight's episode rocked. Good night. I appreciate it, Sonny. You know I really, really do. And yeah, the Bad Batch theories, those were the days. We had some crazy theories during the Bad Batch time that just never came true. And honestly, that's what it's all about, being a Star Wars fan. Usually, when you come up with crazy theories, think about it. I wasn't alive, but the time period between the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy was 16 years. And in those 16 years, people were coming up with crazy theories about what Anakin looked like before, what Obi-Wan looked like before, what the time before the original trilogy looked like. And then when the prequels came out, that was probably very different from what most people thought that the prequels would look like. And many people were probably upset about that. But yeah, you come up with a lot of theories that don't come true. It's true with this show, but it was a lot more true with The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch, week in, week out, an animated show, 16 episodes. We were coming up with some crazy stuff that just was not coming true. Yeah. Too good to be true. That's for sure. Tony says, was May turning what? Was she possessed by Anisea? Was she possessed by Anisea? I don't think so. I think she was doing that herself. And Mother Coral kind of let her loose. She was like, go attack your sister. That's pretty much what she said. Go stop your sister from leaving. How did the witches die? I think it's just because they tried to control Kelnacca and it was just too much power. Controlling a Wookiee Jedi. And maybe they didn't die. Maybe they all just passed out and then they died to the... Holy shit. Jermaine Watson Sr. with a $20 holla. What the bleep?
This is where the fun begins.
Wow, says, loved the ending, theme, and the show. That Leslie lady isn't doing a bad job, in my opinion. Honestly, I know I don't like to talk about stuff that exists outside the Star Wars universe, but the Leslie Headland thing was a whole big deal before the show started. She's done a great job with this show. That's my personal opinion, but she is. And hopefully, Jermaine, she can stick the ending. Because if she can stick the ending, this will be quite a good show. But holy crap, I appreciate that quite a bit, Jermaine. That is very, 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 very generous. I really do appreciate it. Why did the outro music have lyrics? All right, now I got to go watch these credits. There was a song in the credits. Like I didn't watch it. I have to watch the credits now too? Ah, damn it. Samuel says, the mother created a dyad in the Force. No. Okay, so I've heard a lot of people talking about this, the dyads in the Force. And I don't think it's true. I don't think it is. More so, I hope it's not. A dyad is supposed to be something that's very, very rare. Very rare. And whether you like the dyad or not, in it being Rey and Kylo, I want it to be something that's extremely... What the... Did you guys win the lottery? I gotta ask. Jonathan just sent $20 and then $20 again? Jonathan Howard with a very generous $20 holla says, can we talk about the big reveal being Soul letting May die? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Jonathan, thank you. Like, just straight up thank you. But yes, we can. Soul letting, holy crap, you guys are too generous. Soul letting May die. It's crazy because in episode 3, our eyes deceived us. We saw from Osha's perspective what happened. We saw Osha watch May fall, and then Soul saves her. This time we get Soul's perspective, and Soul's has the ability, or not the ability, to save both of them, but he's holding both of them up, and lets May drop so that he can save Osha, feeling the connection to Osha. Little did he know, May's the one who survived. My question is, do you guys think that Soul is telling May in the current day of the Acolyte show that he decided to not save her? Do you think Soul's actually telling her that? Telling her the truth that he had a choice to make and he didn't? I don't know. That would seem like a very awkward decision, awkward conversation to have. If he's going to straight up tell her to her face, I had to choose between you and your sister, and I chose your sister. Sorry, but you were going full witch on me, and I didn't want you. Oh my God, what is going on? Somebody just enchanted my voice. Mother Anisei is in my head right now. Give him the basil. Give him the 1-2 basil uppercut. I appreciate it, Jonathan, but then he sends another message that says, can we talk? Oh, he sent it twice? Jonathan, did you mean to do that? Holy crap. Or did it just send twice on my... Oh, maybe you didn't send it twice. But I appreciate it nonetheless. For some reason, it popped up twice on my side. Holy crap. I'm going to have to go make this breakdown video soon. I'm sweating over here. Okay. Where was I? Damn it. I wish this show was more woke, to be honest. I don't even know why it's in the conversation here. Like, at what point are you sitting here saying, oh, this character, Master Soul, he's Korean? Oh, wait, Osha and May are African American? Like, who cares? They're characters in Star Wars. It doesn't matter. David says, there were arch witches and chanting witches. Did they all die the same? That's true. That's actually a great point, David. Soul describes it as over 50 witches. We didn't see 50 witches dead there. So maybe some of the witches survived, maybe not, but I think it doesn't really matter if they survived or not. 16 years went by, and the Jedi didn't really have them there. You know? Jedi didn't have a problem with them after that. Yeah. Curious to see how May reacts to Soul admitting that he let her fall. If he actually does that. I think he is, Stephanie. I think he's actually admitting that to her face, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. But, guys, I might have to end this soon. I'm completely losing my voice now. Like, I might not be able to speak by the end of this. And I got to make a breakdown video soon. Okay. This good cup needs to do its job. Hang on. Jesus. I think you're on the right path, Stephanie. I think you're absolutely right. I think he is going to admit to May what he did, and that's going to become a big, big problem. Oh my God. TWT Friggy with a very generous $5 holla says, I've been loving the show so far. Love the characters in the story, but I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed over this episode. Really? That's, first of all, that's perfectly okay. But why? Is it because there's only one episode left? Because I kind of agree with you. Once it sits in that, oh my God, there's only one episode left of this, now it's like I want more. And I really want more. So it fully depends on how they stick this ending. But I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to end this poll. I got to sneeze. I'm gonna not gonna sneeze. We're gonna hold the sneeze. Over 1,000 votes on this poll. That's insane. That's the most we've ever had on a poll. Holy crap! Look at this poll. This is insanity. 26% of you liked it. 26% of you hated it. 24% of you said meh. 21% of you loved it. We are all 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. That is a very mixed bag. I know a lot of I mean, there's only 350 of you here currently, so I know that is a lot of people who just came in, hated it, and left, but that's okay. Wow. We broke all the records on this stream, that's for sure. We hit over 400 people at the same time. That is a record. If you guys are not yet in the Discord, there's a Discord in the description below called The People Who Love Star Wars. Go join that Discord. There's a lot of fun people in there. We got almost about 160-ish people in there right now. And we talk Star Wars all the time. Rose with a very generous $5 holla says, in case you missed my comment, I think you were referring to the Great Hyperspace Disaster, not the Starlight Beacon disaster. You are correct. Yes, thank you, Rose. And I'll obviously do that research and make sure I'm right when I make my breakdown video. We were just kind of spitballing, and I appreciate it, Rose. I really, really do. Indeed, I do. Okay. But I am going to get on out of here. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate all of you more than you will ever know. Huge shout out to all you guys who felt extremely generous tonight. I appreciate it so much. Rose, Friggy, Jonathan, Jermaine, Sonny, Nexon, Jezzy Kai, everybody. I am B Sauce, Selena, Christopher. Shout out to the new members. Shout out to all the people at Star Wars everybody. I appreciate you all more than you will ever know. So much more. I gotta go make a breakdown video. Watch out for that breakdown video by hopefully 4 a.m. So in about 5 hours. Whew, I gotta get to work. 5 hours. Watch it for a breakdown video about this episode. There's a lot to get into here, so I gotta get working really fast. Confidential says, thank you for making a positive platform. Thank you guys for being here. That's the only reason we're all here is because you guys, not me, you guys. So shut up. I appreciate you all. But smash a freaking like on this stream if you have not yet. How many likes do we have? How many likes? Only 200? Only 200? Smash a freaking like on the stream if you have not yet. Hit that subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. In my pretty face, I'll show up the recommended feed of yours. You guys are the absolute best. And may the force be with you always. Oh yeah, what a great stream. What a great show. You guys are the absolute best. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Hang on. Let's not end that quickly. Watch out for a breakdown video in about 5 hours. Hopefully I can get it out by 4 a.m. If not, just wait the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'll get it out by 4:15 or 4:30, something like that. As soon as I can, I'll get that breakdown video out to all of you. I appreciate you all so much more than you will ever know. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, a great rest of your lives, and good night, everybody. Why did I do that? I have no voice. Who told me to do that? Good night, everybody.